Welcome back to Cosmeholics Anonymous. I am your favorite baby mama, Bougie Vintage, and today's video is a story time. You guys are forever asking for story times, even though I tried to get out of it. But I decided that I would drop a story time real quick because I want to do Botox at the same time. Just okay, I've been doing Botox for 2 weeks now, and the reason I'm doing Botox is because it's really easy and it keeps me busy while I have Salem in bed all day. But I decided I'd do a story time today just to, give a little break to the Botox because these bitches is driving me crazy. But yeah, let's get it shit poppin'. Basically, I was supposed to babysit for a family friend, and I've been to her house before, but I've never stayed for a long periodically time. I've never stayed for a long time, right? So I didn't really know what to expect. I loved her kids. They were always at family functions and stuff, but she lived in a building. Red flag number one. No shade to the people that live in buildings now. But she lived in a building, and this was red flag number one for me. But that's neither here nor there. I go on the Thursday in the daytime because she wanted me to watch her children from morning time to evening. She had 3 kids. 2 were in school and 1 was a baby, and that's why she wanted me at the house, because she had to go back to work, blah 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 blah. So I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. She was paying me $10 an hour at this time, and I was way above minimum wage, child. So I said, yes, God. Pay me my $10 an hour, honey. I am ready. Okay. Yeah, so I was really cool with the $10 an hour thing, especially because it was going to be a whole day thing, and I had to pick her kids up from school and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Like I said, I'd never been at her house for long periods of time. I only ever been stopping an hour or 2. I never stayed for a whole day. Now, I say this because the bitch had roaches, and the roaches were under manas, and what that means is that they were well-behaved roaches because all the times that I've been to her house, she kept her house mad clean, and you never saw the roaches unless you were going to be in her house from 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. at night. You wouldn't see no damn roaches, honey. Okay, like I said, the roaches were under manas. So anytime I've been there before, never seen not a damn roach. Never even thought she might have roaches. Okay, but when I got there on that Thursday, that all changed. Okay, my perspective of her home changed completely because the beach had roaches every damn where. Okay, when I got there in the morning, I didn't see any roaches. It wasn't until later in the afternoon that I started to see the roaches. And at first it was just one roach, it just kind of ran across the room. But then I realized that one roach had family members, because with this one roach there's always many roaches. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. After I seen the first roach, I made sure that I put my bag, zipped up my bags and stuff, because I was not about to travel with nobody's roaches back to my place. Okay, that's for damn sure. So I made sure my bags was zipped. Okay, honey, I was making sure that my bags was always near me so I can monitor to make sure there was no getting roaches in there. But yeah, that's neither really here nor there. I'm just letting y'all know that the living situation was not okay for me. I know that roaches are not the end of the world, but for me they are. Okay, yeah, so I'm watching her kids, or her child actually. The other 2 are gone to school. I'm just hanging out with the kid and the roaches. So she comes home after she's done her work. She finished work at I don't know, 7:30. She gets home at 9. She asked me if I would be willing to stay another day to repeat this whole thing again. Now in my head I'm thinking there's so many roaches here, I don't really want to stay. But at the same time, I was just bitch needs money. So let me just collect my coins, okay, and get my life. So that's what I said. Yeah, no problem. I will come back tomorrow because I don't have clothes. She's like, you could just stay if you want. And I'm looking at this bitch bitch, you got roaches, bitch. I ain't staying no damn where. I will come back in the morning, okay? So, so I leave and I go about my business, and I return the next day, 7 a.m., just the same. And she heads out to work. Now, I should have known something was up when I saw that she wasn't just taking her purse to work. A bitch had a whole duffel bag with her. I should have known that she was not returning. Maybe I misunderstood what she said the day before, honey, but I thought I was just gonna watch them again for Friday. I didn't think that she was gonna be leaving to go anywhere, okay, without fair warning. But I wasn't really considering that. 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm not really businessing about what bags she has and what bags she's taking to work with her. You know, that's none of my business. Could have been anything in the damn bags. I'm once again watching the children, minding the roaches, making sure they didn't get into nothing. This time I didn't even really bring a bag because I didn't want to have to worry about the roaches getting in my shit, okay? So I didn't even bother bringing a bag this time. I just had my shoes, and I had to make sure there was no roaches in my shoes, because you know roaches like to travel with people, and I am not a suitcase, briefcase, nothing. I didn't want the roaches coming home with me, so I didn't bring anything with me that the roaches could hop in and get a free ride in on the TTC, okay? So I send the other two kids to school, and I'm watching the baby at the house now. Excuse me, and hanging out with the roaches, like I said. So she's checking in with me, making sure the baby's okay. I'm like to her, I'll see you later, blah blah blah. Now see you later is very vague. When I said see you later, I literally meant I will see you at the end of your shift. I did not mean I will see you on Sunday, bitch. Like, that's not what a bitch meant. That's not what I meant at all. I did not mean that, but I guess that's what she took it as, because in her head she was like, I ain't even coming home. So 3:30 rolls around. I go and I pick up the other two children from school. I bring them back home. I make them food. I do good babysitter shit, and I message the mother and I tell her, like, I just picked up the kids, they're eating, blah blah blah. She's like, okay, good, thank you. Keep in mind that though I said the roaches were under manas, when I had opened the fridge, when I had opened the damn fridge, honey, the roaches were every damn where. Like, there was little tiny roaches in the fridge, and I never noticed them before, but I guess they got comfortable with me, and that is absolutely disgusting. When I seen that there was roaches in the fridge, I had to literally order food, because I was just like, I'm not even putting my hand in this fridge to take the food out. This is disgusting. I cannot. I cannot. So literally, I am now using my money, my hard-earned money, to feed kids that do not belong to me, because there's roaches in this lady's fridge. Pardon? Okay. Yeah. So whatever, I feed the kids, and I don't even address the roach situation at this point, because I'm just like, I didn't want to like come off as too bougie, you know. I didn't want to be offensive and like be like, you know, you have roaches, right? You need to call the exterminator. Like, I didn't want to be that bitch. You know what I mean? I didn't want to seem like I was too above roaches and shit. But bitch, I am. Like, I'm not gonna front like I'm not above the roaches, because I am. Nobody's supposed to live with roaches. Not even rats and rodents. Like, no, nobody's supposed to live with roaches. Where do they even come from? Anyway, especially if you have kids in your home, bitch. No, goodbye with the roaches. So whatever, I feed the kids, I message her, I let her know that they're fed and whatever. She's like, okay, good, thank you. And again, I'm like, okay, yeah, see you later. She was like, yeah, see you later. So like I said, I'm waiting for this bitch to come home at 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock rolls around. This is 5 hours after the kids are home from school, and a bitch ain't home. And I'm like, where is your mother, children? I have places to be, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to hang out here all day long. I have things to do. So I really ain't had shit to do, y'all. I had nothing to do. But whatever, I was like, I have things to do. Like, I'm not trying to stay here with freaking these children all night. Like, I've been here all day. I would like to go to my bed and get out of the Roach Motel, yeah. Once 9 o'clock rolls around and she's not home, I'm like, okay, maybe there was a train delay, blah, 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 blah. So let me message her and see. She ain't answered me the first time that I messaged her at 9. And so, or like a little after 9, once I was like, okay, it's been a little bit past the time she's supposed to get home. I mean, she finished work at 7:30. Why isn't the bitch here yet? Like, these are her children, whatever. She didn't respond to my message. So I messaged her again at 10 o'clock, and I'm like, ma'am, Sister Soldier, where is you at? Because I would like to go home. And then she messages me back after I messaged her at 10. She's like, hey, what are you talking about? I'm not coming home until Sunday. And I'm like, we did not discuss you not coming home till Sunday. Like, I don't understand. I said see you later. She's like, yeah, I thought you meant Sunday. I'm like, bitch, Sunday where? Like, what are you talking about? No, I need to go home. Like, did you see me coming here with any bags? Like, I'm confused. And this is how you know that she was playing dumb, because when I showed up at her house at 7 o'clock in the morning with no bags, why didn't she address the fact that I had no bags and I'm staying till Sunday? Does that make any sense? So obviously, she damn well knew she didn't discuss no staying till Sunday with me. She was literally pawning her kids off on me like a deadbeat ass mom, okay? I'm like to her, we did not discuss me staying here till Sunday. Can you please call the children's fathers? And I damn well knew she could not contact that man, but whatever. I was like, can you contact the kid's father, the grandmother, somebody? Like, I need to go home. I can't stay here and watch your kids. I did not agree to this. Mind you, the bitch ain't paid me yet. Okay, she paid me for the day before, but she didn't pay me in advance for the Friday. So at this point, I'm risking it all. I needed the money, but at the same time, I was just like, I cannot stay here for these 3 days. And there's no way how that this lady that lives in the Roach Motel can afford to pay me $10 an hour. $10 a bloody hour for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Ain't no way, honey. Ain't no way. So, unless she is a damn scammer or something, well, she scammed me out of my time. But there was just no way. I refuse to believe that. So, I'm messaging her, and I'm like, you need to do something. You need to figure something out. Like, I don't understand why you pawn your kids off on me. This is not right, blah blah blah. She's just like, I'm sure it's just miscommunication and blah blah blah. And I was like, there is no miscommunication. When did you say to me Friday to Sunday? That was never the day. You said for me to come back and watch them today. Today is over. I would like to go home. So obviously I'm not about to leave these freaking children there by themselves, but I'm also not about to truck them from the west end of Toronto all the way back to the east end where I live on the TTC like some single mother. No, I'm not doing it at all with a big old stroller on the bus. Like, absolutely not. So I had no choice but to sit there and deal with the children and waste money that I did not have on ordering food because, one, she didn't do a proper grocery shop, and even if she did, like I said, I was not reaching my hand in no stank ass fridge with roaches in it. Dead roaches, live roaches. Like, I was not about to do it to feed children that did not belong to me, but I also couldn't starve the children. Like, the children were innocent in the whole entire thing, so I was just like, okay, I just have to deal with this, but never again. So yeah, so eventually she stopped responding to my messages, and I didn't want to, like, there was no way out of this. What was I supposed to do? Call CPS? Chat? Well, it's actually CAS. Like, what was I going to do? Call CAS? Like, call the police? I don't think so. I didn't want to do that. That would have been extra. And then, you know, I'm not going to have her dealing with neglect and all kind of things. So I just dealt with it. I called my friend to go to my house and get me clothing so that I could have stuff to wear or change into. But when I say I could not fall asleep at that house because I was so afraid that a roach was gonna crawl up my snatch. Because earlier that day I had actually kind of fell asleep on the couch and I was wearing a sundress, but I had hiked the sundress up, and literally in the middle between my legs there was a roach sitting right in between my legs on the couch. I said, oh hell the fuck no, I cannot stay here in these living conditions. My friend brings me my stuff or whatever, the weekend's rolling on by, and Sunday finally comes, and she comes home early Sunday morning. By early I mean like 11 o'clock, okay, not like 7 a.m. She got home at like 11 o'clock looking like yesterday's news, okay? So she looked hungover. She looked like she had a party, like an eventful weekend, okay? So she comes home and I page her and I'm like, I cannot believe you left me here with your kids. She's like, she's telling me I'm being extra. I'm like, you left me here with your children. I did not sign up for this. You are infested with roaches. You put my life at risk. Being extra as fuck. You put my life at risk, having me in these living conditions. And she's like, you're so extra, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, I'm not extra. I'm not used to this, honey. I'm not used to it, and I have no intention on getting used to it. So sorry about it. Your living conditions are disgusting and you need to clean your motherfucking fridge because bitch, clean out your damn fridge. Like, absolutely not. So I tell her that she needs to clean out her fridge, and she's like, okay, well, I'm here so you can go now. And I'm like, run me my motherfucking check. And she literally tried to only pay me for the Friday, and she's like, I'm gonna have to give the rest to you another time. I said, you know what, just keep it, because you need to call the exterminator. I don't even care. Yes, I need the money, but I feel bad for you. Like, I feel so bad for you. You literally pawned your kids off. You left your children with me. You stopped responding to my messages, and I had to stay here and watch these freaking runny, snotty-nosed pick-me that do not belong to me because you wanted to go have a fun weekend without your kids. And you did not, like, you literally did not check to see if it would be okay with me. I don't understand. Bitches. But yeah, I only got paid for the Friday. I did not get paid for Saturday and Sunday. Okay, my weekend fee would have been all $15 damn. You ain't gonna take over my damn weekend and not have the price raised. I couldn't accept the $10 for the weekend, honey. I was trying to treat this bitch like Costco, but that bitch did not have the funds to pay me for a whole 48 hours at $15 an hour, bitch. No. She would have to empty her savings account if she even had one. But yeah, that's the story of the time. A bitch pawned her freaking pick me off on me. And I had to deal with it because, I mean, I'm not going to call the CAS and put the kids in foster care because their mom was a dirty gal. Like, it's just not happening. I'm not a bad person, you know? But yeah, that's my babysitting story from hell. I hope you guys liked it. I love you all. And I'll definitely see you in the next one. In the comment section below, tell me if you have any babysitting horror stories. It was that time that I decided I would never babysit ever again. Because, bitch, bitch. No. Not okay. Okay. I love M&M's. I look excellent. Look at my highlight, bitch. That's that fancy, bitch. Yes. Must got mule on that ass. Where's the ginger binge? I don't know. Whatever one's the shinier one.